Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 2 of the Norwegian Space Agency. In today's episode, I landed on the Mun 3 times. I also built 2 space stations around Kerbal. I also made 2 rovers for Minmus. I forgot to record, but the first thing I did since last episode was to land on the Mun. I did some science, and I flew back to Kerbal safely. After that tremendous victory, I decided to celebrate by building a space station. Boom! Look at this! Get me some scientists and pilots! Now every single seat is taken up. Holy cow, this is gonna be heavy. Oh my god! Holy cow! Okay, so turns out this is actually a bit too heavy, I think. What about now? Now it has to work. Yes! Finally! Boom! The space station was kind of crappy and it had limited parts, but at least it looks cool. No, not really. It's also very useless. It's terrible. The Kerbals, yeah, they are stranded there forever. Then I added a satellite, but in polar orbit. $3,000 here. But you know what? Oh. Uh-oh. Still works. So that's good. The satellite is at least working. Oh my god, look how much debris! Then I began on something very important. Saving Jeb. Since last episode, he's been in Minmus orbit for quite some time now. I made a rescue craft and started my journey. I landed on Minmus, did some science, because science is way more important than Jeb, and tried to dock with Jeb. Jeb or I didn't have a docking port, so Jeb had to fly over to me. I made some maneuvers back to Kerbal and landed safely, with both Jeb and the other guy. I can't remember who that was. After that epic save of the century, I decided to make a rover for Minmus. I only had the bad wheels and the rover was tiny. I placed the rover on a ballistic missile and headed for Minmus. The rover flipped over so many times, so I just let it be there. They're stuck there forever. So far, I've only been to space, so why build a fighter jet? Yes, I'm asking my old self, why did I do that? It's useless. It doesn't fly good, it has terrible parts. Oh well. Now, the Norwegian Space Agency has some defense. After that, I made a base for Minmus. The base was too big and impossible to launch, so I scaled it down and I made the base have docking ports so that we could assemble the base in space. When I landed, I had a lot of Delta V left, so I gathered some science from different biomes. Boom. After that, I landed near the rover so that I started my Minmus colony. After that successful mission, I made another satellite in a polar orbit around the Mun. The orbit was maybe a bit too close to the ground, so it just randomly disappeared one day. I still, to this day, have no idea how that happened. Okay, this is me while editing. Yeah, you can see it's nowhere. After that, I made another Mun lander. I landed, but we still had some Delta V left, so I flew over to the North Pole and I gathered a lot of science. Look at this area! Holy cow. I only have 1000 Delta V left. Then I flew home and returned safely. Oh, that is really good. At this point in the game, I had upgraded so many parts that the old space station was useless. Solar panels. Look at this. Look at the mess. So I built another one. This time with bigger habitation modules and better solar panels. It's still useless though. I can't change that, but at least it looks cool. But now the space station is complete. If you're tired of the Mun missions, by the way, I would recommend clicking off, because the next mission was a Mun mission. However, this time I added a mobile processing lab for even more science than just regular experiments. A successful landing. Now let's press 2 and then get the science. Look at this. I flew to different biomes to get maximum science. Yes, we get a lot of science. Midland craters. Then I started the science gathering. Science full. So if I click transmit, 499 science added. Done. Sadly, I didn't add a heat shield or a parachute, because this was supposed to be a base, so the 3 Kerbals are stuck there. Finally, I made the new rover with bigger wheels and updated parts. I parked the rover next to my Minmus colony. Thanks for watching episode 2 of the Norwegian Space Agency. Since I've stranded so many Kerbals, I'm gonna save them next episode. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Remember to join the Discord, link in the description. And I'll see you later. Goodbye.